from being a teacher to working in corporate to having grant writing experience to having none, all coming in and being able to quit their job within a year and make a really good revenue while working from home. And the number of clients all of these 4 women have really isn't that much. Some of them only have 4 or 5 clients, and that is meeting $80,000 or more in their revenue per year. Are you feeling so burned out right now in a full-time job? Or maybe you can't even find a job because the market feels saturated and you just aren't sure what to do. Well, learning how to write grants is going to be helpful so you can actually work from home and replace your full-time salary on flexible hours. Let's look at 4 different examples of folks in the Freelance Grant Writer Academy that have quit their full-time jobs and started up their grant writing agencies and replaced their full-time income plus some. And if you don't know me, my name is Holly Rustick. I am the CEO of the Freelance Grant Writer Academy and the Grant Professional Mentorship. We help aspiring, so completely people new to grant writing all the way to seasoned grant writers, replace their full-time income on flexible hours writing grants from home or anywhere in the world. So let's talk about these 4 individuals. And we have many examples in the Academy. So definitely check out grantwritingandfunding.com/academy. And you can see a ton of videos and even behind the scenes in more depth with the people I'm going to talk about today. All right, so let's go ahead and look at different situations. So I selected a few different people to show you different situations and different experience and all of the things. So let's look at Sydney. Sydney was a social worker for a number of years. She had her background in social work. She had actually grant writing experience. What she did not have, though, was any type of financial stability in working in nonprofits. She actually felt really unstable because of different budget things going on. So what she wanted to do too is, plan on having a family. She needed more financial security. She wanted to have insurance and be prepared to take maternity leave and all of the things. So she actually first decided to get a corporate job. And when she had the corporate job, though, what she really understood was, wow, this is a lot and I don't really enjoy it. I actually love working with nonprofits and I'm really not enjoying the work that I'm doing right now. She had the corporate job, but she wasn't happy there. She wanted to make a change. So she found the Academy. And what she was able to do is say her love for grant writing, get back into writing grants, and she started to get clients so then she could quit her job. The number one thing in all of this was the ability to have the confidence in actually going forward and saying, hey, I can actually do this. This could be a thing, being a freelance grant writer, and I don't have to keep looking for these jobs that never feel stable or nor do they feel meaningful, right? I either have to pick stability or meaning, and I don't like having that choice. But when she actually had the choice of being a freelance grant writer and the revenue to replace her income at the corporate job, she was then able to say, oh my gosh, now I have both. I have stability and I have meaning. So in the Academy, what she really dove into were all of the templates that we provided, the contracts, all of the proposals that we give, and just the structure in her business. Plus, she incorporated retainer models. So then she actually has cash flow going on for the rest of the year, right? For a whole year, she has cash flow because she has retainers. And she also has a community to ask questions. So within a year, Sydney has been able to earn $82,500 in her freelance grant writing business and quit her corporate job, is now a full-time grant writer, but on part-time hours. She has meaning and financial stability. Now let's look at Tiffany. Tiffany was a lot newer to grants. She was a lot newer to grants when she joined the Academy, and she was working a job. She did have a couple of clients, and she was doing some copywriting, but she wanted to pull grant writing into some of these part-time kind of side hustle gigs that she had going on that would really help support and supplement her job. But what she found is when she joined the Academy and she really understood pricing and she understood how to get more clients and how to integrate grant writing into her services and learn more about grant writing with our 30-day master grant template and get more confident in her grant writing, then she realized, wow, now I'm in a situation where I feel stretched too thin working a job and also having clients. So she was able then to get enough clients where she said, now I actually feel like it makes more sense to quit this job, be home. She wanted to be home with her dogs more. She wanted just to be at home more. And she wanted to serve more clients than just serving one nonprofit. She actually liked her job, but it was looking at saying, well, I could actually serve more nonprofits that I really enjoy working with and be able to work from home and have that flexibility while earning more. Within a year, Tiffany was able to earn $82,300 in her freelance grant writing business and work from home while increasing her grant writing skills. So now she has a variety of services she can offer clients. So let's now talk about Antoinette. Antoinette was a teacher, and while she loved teaching, she didn't love the hours, she didn't love just all how everything was set up, and she didn't love the pay. So she was able to actually start learning how to write some grants, get a couple of clients here and there. But what she realized was the faster she started writing grants, the better she got, the more experience. Because she was charging hourly, the less she would get paid. So she was like, I really need to figure this side hustle out because I still need to make some money. So she joined the academy, and what she found in the academy was a way to restructure her contracts, to restructure her operations, and to go into retainers. Plus, she got so much more confident in writing grants because she went through a 30-day master grant application system. And she really wanted to start focusing on peace. She wanted to work from home. She wanted to have more income at the same time. And she wanted to learn how to communicate with clients. She always felt weird on discovery calls. So she was able to dive into our nonprofit ethical sales system so she could actually access what we offer as far as like how to respond to objections in sales calls, how to talk to people, how to overcome, we actually have it pesky questions, right, in sales calls and how to overcome those objections. Within a year, Antoinette has made over $100,000 in her business. She's made $101,620 in her business. That's much more than she was making as a teacher. And now let's come to Sarah. Sarah had been familiar with grants as far as she was working on the funder side where people would write grants and she would review them. And she would look at them and go, oh my gosh, I just wish they had more support because I understand they're trying to say this, but they're not really saying it right. And she really had a heart for that. Then she started working at some nonprofits and she always felt unstable. Case in point, one nonprofit actually dissolved. It merged with another nonprofit, so she lost her job. And she actually started looking for other types of jobs besides nonprofits because she wanted more stability. So during COVID in 2020, she had her daughter and she was really trying to weigh out, I could work more remotely and I could do more of this and be home with my daughter more. So what she ended up doing was finding another job, but knowing it just felt really unstable, she started to pick up some part-time little gigs, grant writing here and there. And she thought, you know what? I really want to join the academy just to get more structure for my side gig. My grant writing on the side, right? My freelance grant writing on the side gig. I want more support and more structure. And when she joined, she saw people actually had that financial stability. They had that stability in their grant writing businesses. And she was like, wow, this doesn't have to just be a side gig. It could actually be a full-time thing. So just by seeing other people doing it and saying, wow, this could actually be something that I could do full-time. And this would be actually way more financially stable. And case in point, again, her job once again downsized and she was let go. So then she only had her side gigs to rely on. So she thought, why not do this? She really dug into the ethical nonprofit sales system that we have to really get clear on marketing and sales. And she went into the value-based pricing going, am I really pricing right? What's going on? How can I market this? How can I really get clear on my offers? And she said the number one thing she got from that was the confidence that this could be real. So she actually ended up really being serious and be like, okay, this isn't just a side gig. It's going to be my main income. I'm not going to have to look for another job. And within a year, she's made $86,800 in her freelance grant writing business. She has more than replaced her insecure, unstable jobs. And now she has stability. She has clients. She has boundaries in her business. These are just 4 examples of people that have different life experiences coming into this, from being a teacher to working in corporate to having grant writing experience to having none, all coming in and being able to quit their job within a year and make a really good revenue while working from home. There is definitely possibilities for you. In fact, there's over 1.5 million nonprofits in the United States alone, and they need your support. The ability for nonprofits to do grant writing is a lot of capacity, so they really do need your support. And hiring staff isn't always an option, especially in these days and ages when they really need to streamline operations. And the number of clients all of these 4 women have really isn't that much. Some of them only have 4 or 5 clients, and that is meeting $80,000 or more in their revenue per year. If you want to become a freelance grant writer, don't freak out if you don't have grant writing experience yet. You can learn how to write grants. It is not a problem. We have a lot of resources on that. A lot of people say it's so hard to write grants, but we have the system, we have the formula, we have the book, right, on how to do it. It is a formula. It is a process. We teach you how to do it. And if you're new to business, we definitely have the business acumen for you to teach you how to price your services, to teach you how to get sales calls and market, and what to even say on those sales calls. When questions come up that you're not ready for, we get you prepared. Being a freelance grant writer means you can have meaning in your work life and you can have good revenue in your work life. This will also help balance off your life because you'll be able to work from home, whether you have a 4-year-old now like Sarah, or if you have grandkids or you want to travel. There's so much flexibility that can happen when you work for yourself and when you work from home. Remember, nonprofits, organizations, they need your help. They need to lead their businesses, they need to lead their nonprofits, they need to lead their agencies, and they don't have time or capacity to write grants. You do. If you're interested in this profession, you can totally support them. And we have the skills and resources to help you do that.